Alright guys, today we're going to be installing some parts on this beautiful 50th anniversary Mustang. It's a Gen 2. I already disconnected the fuel line. I was testing something out earlier. This car is completely stock, has stock everything. So we're going to be going full bolt-on flex tune on this one. So we have a Stita intake open. We have the headers, GT350 manifold and GT350 throttle body. We're going to be cleaning the manifold out right now so we can start prepping it to install. See the rest of the stuff. Yeah, man, so I'm kind of excited to see the transformation on this bad boy. So we're going to start disassembling some of the stuff in this engine bay after we clean the manifold, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so it's a little later in the day. Decided to wind down after work. We got the intake off, the valve cover plate thingies off, intake throttle body off. Right now we took off the fuel rail bolts, and right now I'm working on removing the manifold just because there's so much dirt caked up in there and I don't want debris falling through the injector holes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I already unplugged all the sensors, all the whole hoses and shit. So we're gonna disconnect the IMRC in the back, pull off the manifold, start transferring everything over to this clean GT350 manifold. Just clean this. Here's a before picture. And this is what it looks like now. It's nice and clean. Gonna clean the gaskets right now. After we do the manifold, we're gonna leave the intake off. Obviously, we're gonna do the spark plugs and stuff right now too, since it's right there. After that, we're gonna go ahead and jack up the car, get under, and start working on the headers. So the manifold's off, and look how dirty this is. We're gonna clean this right up. All right, guys, we cleaned the heads as much as we could. We got all the dirt vacuumed. We cleaned as much of this burnt shit off. It's all good now. We got a flush even set, but look, one of my Camaro customers pulled up, and we slapped a decal on his car. Look at that shit. Damn. Y'all know what it is. All right, the GT350 manifold is on, and so are the injectors. The injectors were good, so let's move on. From here, we're gonna do the coil packs and spark plugs. We got all the coil packs off. Now to start taking out all the spark plugs. All the spark plugs are out. This is what they look like. Pretty messy, but we're gonna go ahead and put the new ones that he has in and the new coil packs. All right, brand new coil packs are in along with the spark plugs. Here are the old ones. We're gonna put these away for the customer. But since we're basically finished up here on top, we're gonna go ahead and start on the headers. All right, guys, right now we're doing the headers on the Gen 2. This is the next day. I decided to quit yesterday and just pick up today. So I already took off the motor mount screw that was holding down the motor bracket. I just removed all these bolts. So this is a 13. There's a 13 behind this and a 15 in front. It's a nut. And then back there, right here should be another, because this is where your ground's supposed to go. It's supposed to be a stud with a 13, and then the ground goes over it with a 15 nut, but instead it was up here. So it's just, it works still. So all right, well, now that this motor mount is loose, we should be able to shimmy it out of here. So let's see, I think we need a little more room, just a little more. See if I can get it out with one hand. This is tricky sometimes. Here, I'll put you guys down like right there so I can put you guys down right there so I could do this with one hand. There we go. Motor mount one is out. Ugh. So now we got to remove 8 nuts to remove the stock header, and then we'll remove the old hardware because it's all rusted. Look at that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got one up there. 2. There should be one like right here. 3. And then the one on the other side of this header, which is right on that side.
So we'll get back to you guys once we get this piece off. The problem is this whole exhaust is welded. So we're going to have to cut and take it to an exhaust shop to get some modifications done.
Alright guys, so the other motor mount came off way easier. Dude, these bolts are rusted as fuck. Ugh, I really hope I don't have them. Start by taking off these two. We'll see how much I struggle right now. If I'm correct, these are 15s and there's 8 and 8. So I got the jack on the bell housing, so we could lift the motor a little more, so we could attack some of those on top, like those two. This one I could get, that one I could get, that one I could get, that one I could get. Basically the only two I have to get from on top are those two. But yeah, we're gonna get started on these. We're gonna cut the exhaust back there, and so we can drop these bad boys out. And yeah, we'll get back to you guys as soon as this header's off. Header is on, all hardware and gaskets replaced. Now we need to just take some measurements to see how much we have to cut off to fit everything else. And yeah, let's wire manage these O2 sensor extensions. And yeah. Alright guys, so we're gonna pull the stock file out of here with our MPVI3. We're gonna read the car. Shout out to HP Tuners. So let's get this going. We're gonna read time now. There we go, read entire. Boom, there we go. We'll get back to the car once it's done and we load the first tune in. Hell yeah. All right, we're loading the tune into this one. We're also loading a tune into that car. So yeah, this one's about to be complete. Clean ass whip. So right now we got a really nasty ass chop. Fuel trims are way off, so we're gonna adjust to that right now. All right guys, it's the third day. We're gonna take the headers off of this one and put some stock headers on. But we are still working on the Gen 2. Right now we're gonna start tuning again. After I finish tuning it, we're gonna work on that one, but that'll be the end for this video. It's beautiful Gen 2. Yeah, we tapped out last night. It was already like around 10 p.m. Car's too loud, and I don't want to wake up my neighbors. But we're starting back on this bad boy right here. Ortiz Performance, the homie. This is a Lude's car, intake headers. Probably one of the fastest intake header cars. It's pretty quick. Yeah, we're gonna start this one after we finish the white one. So we're still dialing this one in, but it sounds crazy, bro. So we got the car running a lot smoother. Fuel trims are a lot closer. We still got some room to go. Found an issue, so we fixed it. So let's see what happens, guys. Okay guys, so this is the final tune. Skipped a lot of the process. We were just, working on it, trying to make it work. So we're gonna go do a quick log real quick. Quick cruise log. We're gonna see how it acts. We're gonna go to Mexico real fast. So yeah, we'll be right back in Mexico. All right guys, we're in Mexico. We're gonna do our quick pull. We're gonna see how this bitch likes it. We're gonna do it in third gear. Second. Third. Holy fuck, this bitch is fast. So that concludes this full bolt-on transformation. This car is completely tuned now. All that's left is that we just got to throw on the exhaust. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to take it, drop it off, and get the exhaust done. But this beautiful car is now finished, man. Hell yeah. So peace out, guys. I'm going to be making more YouTube videos. So catch you guys later.
Zooming down the lane, other shops crumbling, craving just to taste the fame.